Welcome back to the Archive Network. Aurelius here with Malik, curators of the Conflict Archive. We left Napoleonic Wars last time, and as the gates of Paris fall and Napoleon prepares to abdicate, rumors swirl. Will he fight on, or is this the final act? The world holds its breath. Today we pick up where we left off. 600,000 men march east. The largest army Europe has ever seen. Boots, hooves, and wheels grind the earth to dust. This is not just an invasion. It's a spectacle of ambition, but one riddled with peril. The land is already showing signs of strain. The sheer size of the Grande Armée will soon become its greatest weakness.
But that ambition blinds Napoleon to the reality on the ground. Confidence doesn't feed the men. The army is too vast, and the land can't support it. This isn't just about marching. It's about survival. Soldiers need food and water, not just the emperor's dreams. The omens were grim from the start. Ignoring them costs lives.
As they cross the Niemen River, the atmosphere shifts. Brass bands play and soldiers sing. But the signs of trouble loom ahead. This is the beginning of a catastrophic miscalculation. Supply lines lag behind. Fields stripped bare by the march will soon echo with the cries of hungry men. The grandeur of the campaign will give way to desperation.
That grandeur quickly turns into a nightmare. As the summer heat bears down, canteens run dry. Soldiers collapse, and the wounded are left behind. Each village tells a story of ruin. The Russian peasants flee, taking everything with them. This isn't just a retreat. It's a scorched earth policy in action. The land itself recoils from the invaders.
Kutuzov's strategy is deliberate. He knows the land better than the invaders. Retreating deeper into Russia, he employs scorched earth tactics. Villages burn, crops are destroyed, and wells poisoned. This is what empires do. They adapt, survive, and wait for their moment. Napoleon's forces march into a trap, thinking they can conquer what cannot be held.
But this isn't merely a tactical retreat. It's a fight for survival on their terms. The Russian people are not just passive victims. They're fighting back in every way they can. Each burned village is a statement, a refusal to submit. The French may march forward, but they are met with ashes and ruin. The human cost is staggering.
As autumn approaches, the reality of the campaign sets in. Winter waits just beyond the horizon. Frostbite will soon blacken skin. The Grande Armée, once so mighty, will find itself in a battle against the elements. This is not just a military campaign. It's a test of will, a journey into hell. Each step forward becomes a struggle for survival.
And it's in this winter hell that the true horror unfolds. Cossacks circle the retreating French, cutting them down. The roads become littered with corpses and broken wagons. At the Berezina River, chaos reigns. It's not just a rout. It's a massacre. The bridges collapse, and men plunge into icy waters. The ambition of one man leads to thousands drowning.
Napoleon's invincibility crumbles here, and we witness the fallout. He flees with only a handful of survivors, leaving behind a shattered myth of greatness. This is the consequence of overreach. The cost of this campaign is unimaginable. Families across France mourn sons who will never return, and the landscape of Europe is forever altered. We must remember, every ambitious move has its price. In the grand tapestry of history, this moment is a stark reminder of the fragility of power.
And what remains? A bleak and hollowed landscape. Villages lie in ruins, smoldering ashes marking where homes once stood, and families are torn apart, their connections frayed by loss. The personal stories of those affected fade into the background noise of war. With each passing day in Spain, the Peninsular War drags on, and atrocities multiply. New horrors emerge daily, leaving deep scars on those who survive, each one a reminder of the toll this conflict takes on real lives.
As we approach the gates of Paris, despair hangs heavy in the air. The specter of conscription looms ominously over our youth. The emperor's marshals, once so brimming with confidence, now hesitate, glancing nervously at the shifting landscape. They see the tide turning against us. Old certainties crumble like dry leaves in autumn. What remains is a fragile hope, barely flickering in the shadows, yet the Allies are closing in, ready to strike at any moment. We must brace ourselves for what comes next.
And all of this leads to the inevitable. As the gates of Paris fall, Napoleon's choices will determine history. Will he fight on against impossible odds, risking everything for glory? Or will he choose to abdicate, sealing his own fate in the process? The world watches, holding its breath. This isn't just about military defeat. It's about lives shattered and hopes dashed. For countless families, the outcome will change everything. This truly marks the end of an era.
The consequences of this campaign will ripple through history in ways we can't yet fully grasp. Napoleon's ambition, while awe-inspiring, ultimately led to his downfall. His legacy will be a complex tapestry of both brilliance and folly. The echoes of this catastrophe will resonate long after the last soldier falls silent. Power, as we know, has a dual nature. It can elevate nations to great heights, yet just as easily, it can bring them crashing down. It's a dance of triumph and tragedy.
That's where we leave it this time. Napoleonic Wars continues. The story isn't finished yet. Find the full series on the Conflict Archive, part of the Archive Network. We'll be back with the next chapter.